Good morning and welcome to Friday. That's another strange. To fix that please. How are we all doing this morning? I hope you're well. I'm going to put on another light. Hold on a second. That's better. So I hope we're all well. We're going to do a nice, snappy, fast, quick, all those different words. A nice workout today that's going to get us really energized and woken up and ready to face the weekend and all that it's going to throw at us. So you're going to need a kettlebell if you have one, but you'll only need it for one or two of the exercises. And if you don't have a kettlebell or a weight, just grab something that has maybe a bit of weight in it, maybe a few jars of the press, jars of Dolmio. If you have 1 or 2 litres of milk, use that. Or I'll show you a variation anyway that you can do. So maybe when we're doing the shoulder press, you can do a press up instead. So we're going to do a nice, maybe different kind of style of it tonight. Today we're going to do 3 exercises, 3 times, 3 rounds, okay? And we're going to change the 3 exercises after the 3rd set each time. So 9 nice sets of total body workout for us to get started this Friday morning and to start the weekend off right. So there's a few on there now. Let's get ready. Grab your drink, as I said, grab a weight, and we'll start the warm up now in about 10 seconds. Just bring it onto your feet, walk it up slowly, and then begin to jog. So I hope you're all well. I hope you survived this week. It was a bumpy one, wasn't it? But onwards and upwards we go. So we're going to keep it on the toes, nice and light. Bring the knees up. Speed it up. And into jumps. Forward and back. Back to jacks. So the heart rate should be up now. Jog it out. Keep the knees soft. Stay light on those toes. Speed it up. And stop. So, big circles now with the arms. Deep breaths. Change direction. Bring the arms out to the side, out and back. So when you extend them out to the side, push them back up a few inches as well. That'll really stretch out the shoulders and the arms. Go diagonal. Go 3 each side. Deep breaths. Okay, well done. Onto the feet, soft knees, and let's rotate the hips in big circles. Really loosen out that lower back and get the hips and legs mobilized. Change direction. And then we're going to bring it down into your squat position. Go low to the floor if you can. Keep the heels on the floor. Push up through and stretch those hamstrings up into the back of the legs. Take your time with these stretches. Let's go back again. A wee bit lower this time if you can. Again, keep that chest tall. And you're going to push gently again up through. And let's go back down one more time. And this time, if you can, rotate those hips ever so slightly. Hands to the floor. Back, we go into a plank position. Bring the foot to the hand. 3, 2, switch. 3, 2, switch. I want you to do 3 each side. That's 2. And now one more, but this time I want you to lift the hand to the ceiling and down. Let's do one more. Stretch it up and down. Bring it down onto your knees, onto your side. Straighten the body out. Top leg up. And let's rotate from the chest. 6 each side. So that top leg will lift as you rotate. You're turning the chest directly towards the ceiling. And when you've done 6, you're going to just roll over onto your other side. And I'm just looking over here. Again, top leg, shoulder back. Really open up those arms. Open up that chest. If the leg lifts, that's okay. And bring it to the back. So 12 glute bridges here now. We're going to do these in the workout as well, so let's just think about our technique from the start. Push the pelvis towards the ceiling and then roll the spine back down from the top to the bottom. You can do 12 like this, or you can do 6 with one foot on top of the knee, and you're really putting the power into that hip and pelvis, and you stretch it here. So count 6 each side yourself, or 12 of the full with both feet here. When you're done, bring it up, grab a drink. I'm just going to grab my wee gloves, give me 2 seconds. So, we're going to need your weight for the first round. We're going to do a combination of a squat, a shoulder press, and a jumping jack. So we're going to think about our technique for the first time. Now we're going to really try to go through it a little bit faster second time round, but still thinking about that technique and making sure that we keep ourselves and our bodies safe. So get yourself a drink, get yourself ready, have the weight at hand. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I don't want you. Where are you? There we go. It's all right. This is what happens when you let your daughter play with the maths thing last night, so before she went to bed. Now, there we go. So we're going to set the timer. We're going to start off with our squat. I'll show you a few variations. As I said, we're going into our shoulder press and we're going to finish with jumping jack. So you don't need a mat for this round. All you need is a weight. 3, 2, 1 with your squat. Feet are at 5 to 1. You're going to roll down. Just keep the chest tall and you're going to stand back up out of that. Okay? Let's go again. Low and back. You can use the weight if you really wish. Make sure the chest stays tall as you go up and down. You're pushing that bum back towards the wall behind you, keeping the chest tall. Those of you who are still trying to get the swing or the technique here, go to the corner of a chair, 15 seconds. Go back as if you're going to sit on, but don't actually put your weight on the seat. And then at the top, squeeze the bum, push the pelvis forward. So it's here. So top, thrust. And keep the back nice and safe. And time, well done. Grab that weight now. Again, give me 2 jars, that's fine, whatever you have. I'm going to work with a dumbbell today, or with a kettlebell today. I'm going to hold it like a heart here, soften my knees, tuck my pelvis, shoulders are back and low, and I'm pushing it up towards the ceiling where my arms are going to head off my ears and then my elbows stay forward. Keep the elbows forward. When you're ready, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we're going up again, up, and elbows forward. Look at how my elbows stay facing you. Keep it nice and controlled. So breathe in and then breathe out as you push up. In as you come down. Okay, those knees nice and soft. If you find your back, watch me here. If your back arches or you start to do this, split your stance. And then push up through towards the ceiling, squeezing the glutes at the back. You have 10 seconds to go. Keep that control. 3, 2, let's do one more. And time, well done. Bringing it back to our feet and we're going to our jumping jack. We know what a jumping jack is, but again, I'll show you variations. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So your basic jack, feet are out and in. Bring the hands up with it. That's what you do. Jumping jack, find your rhythm. If you have music on, get it playing loud. If that's difficult, step here and in, out, in. And we get the speed here. Now, if you have difficulties with lateral movement, maybe pelvic floor is a bit weak, you're going to bring the legs back, step here, and put the hands up above the ceiling and down. To the ceiling and down. And then we speed it up without arching our back. 3, 2, and time. Be careful with that move. Whichever one you're doing, you're You're going to do that exact same one again. We're going straight back into that. We're going back into our squat. Think about what you're going to do. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Basic squat, feet planted, bum goes back and low, legs come up, strong at the top. If you find that your chest starts to dip, watch me here. If you're doing this, I want you now to raise your hands towards the roof and up. Roof and up. So you find that you might be able to get as low as you thought you could. Here we go now, halfway. Again, up and down. And at that point, when you find that you know the movement and you can do it without the chair, security of the chair behind you, you're back to this. Push the bum back, chest stays tall. Hand up. 5 seconds to go, guys. Come on. And time. Well done. Pick up that weight again. Have it in position. Think about the stance you need to get into. Watch me here. I'm standing here like this. I'm now going to soften my knees, tuck my pelvis, shoulders back and down, core is tight, and I'm up and I'm down. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Again, keep that core stable. When you have your body in the position that I've just shown you, you can safely move up and down here. If you don't, and if your back is like this, you're going to hurt yourself. If your back's like this, you're going to hurt yourself. Tuck it all in. So it's like you're standing in a plank. And as I said, split the stance if you must. 15 seconds, guys. You can do this. Come on. So the splitting of the stance just stabilizes the pelvis and holds the core tight if it's not strong enough to work on its own. 3, 2, let's set it down. Straight into our jumping jacks. When you're ready, 3, 2, 1. Remember, this one, go for it now for the full set. Or, whichever one you can do. Halfway. You can do it. Come on, keep going. Remember, if it's too much, change it out. Remember to breathe. 3, 2, and time. Well done. We're going to go straight back into that again. So grab your weight if you're using it for the squat. You ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So again, you're going to go back and down, keeping the chest tall. Use the hands up towards the ceiling and back up. Make sure you squeeze the glutes at the top. Again, if you're using the chair, use the corner of the chair. And you're going to sit back and just touch your bum off the chair and then back up again. You don't want to put your weight on that seat. That's just sitting down. That's not squatting. So down, touch, and up. And then eventually, 10 seconds, you're going to move away from that and go back in to the basic squat. 5 seconds. 3, 2, time. Grab that kettlebell or your dumbbells again, whichever you're using, and let's go into our shoulder press. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Plant the feet, soft knees, tuck the pelvis, control the core, arms up towards the ceiling. Now please pay attention that you're not putting your hands up here and back. Watch this. You will hurt yourself if you do that. You want to push it towards the ceiling in front of you. Breathe out as you push up. And again, remember, you can split your stance if you need a little bit of extra support. 10 seconds to go. Keep the elbows forward. 3, 2, 1, and let's finish off this set with our jumping jacks. When you're ready, 3, 2, 1. I told you it was going to be sweaty. Let's go. Shoulders back and down. Do not let them come up to your ears, okay? Deep breaths. You're halfway. Keep going, don't stop. If you find it too much, go to one of the alternatives that I showed you in the previous round. 10 seconds to go. Come on, you can do it. Keep the rhythm going. 5, 3, 2, and time. Grab a drink, and we'll change it up. Okay, so you might want to put out your mat for this one because we're going to go to the floor for a press up. First exercise is going to be a lunge. Those of you who are at this a while, if you want to really advance this and progress it, you can hold on to the weight for the lunge if you wish, but body weight is fine as well. So we're going to do a basic lunge. I'll show you forward and back, and you can choose which one you want to do, okay? But as always, don't follow me changing every time I change. Choose one and stick to it for the 3 rounds. So the lunge, we're going to go to the floor then for a press up, and then we're going to bring it back up on to our feet, where we are going to do a squat jump. So what we were doing in the first round, but adding in a little bit of plyometrics and movement as well. Okay, are you ready to go? So just while you're grabbing yourself a drink and catching your breath, the lunge, you can go forward or you can go back. So the trick to the lunge is not to take a step that's too big, to actually go down into the lunge rather than forward or back. So if I go into a forward lunge, I step forward and I go down and make a 90-degree angle with my back knee, and I push myself back. I can use my hands on my knee for balance and for leverage there as well. That's your front lunge. If you're going back the way, same thing, but we step back and down. 90-degree angle, watch how I've got my legs, and push it up through. 90-degree angle and up. Do not bump your knees off the floor. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So again, forward is down, push yourself back up. Down, up. Keep that chest tall. You see people lunging and they're going down here? That is not a lunge. That is a, I don't even know, genuflection, right? Down you go, bring it up again, keep the chest tall. Imagine you've got that camera on your chest and you don't want to fall on the floor. If you're doing a backwards lunge, you're going down here and back. So again, 10 seconds to go. Whichever one you're doing, think of your form. Are you getting a 90-degree angle in the back of your leg when you are bending? 3, 2, and time. Well done. Bring it down onto the floor. Now I'll show you this off the worktop as well, for anybody who needs that little kind of guidance towards this movement. When you go onto your floor, most people do this from your knees. Unless you're an elite athlete, there's no real need to go onto your toes. You're happy on here. Hands are below the shoulders. Straight line from my floor to my shoulders. If I have my bum here, it is not a straight line. If I have my bum here, it's not a straight line. Plank it, okay? So you're starting at the plank position, elbows are going back, and your chest goes towards the floor, and you push up through the hands. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Again, hands below the shoulders, knees go back, pelvis is tucked, core is tight, push down and up. So you're putting your chest towards the line between your thumbs. Your face is going forward past your hands, and you're pushing up through the palm of your hands. Really work on that tricep as you push it up. Keep going with that. If it's too difficult, you're halfway. Go to a worktop. Same thing. Make a straight line from your heels to your shoulders. Hands are in front of you, thumbs towards each other, chest towards the counter, and push back up through. So when you've got that movement, and you can go there happily, eventually you'll go towards the ground. And time. Well done. We're going to bring it back now up onto our feet for a squat jump. I'll show you a total body extension if you're not able to do the squat jump. So squat jump, as I showed already, you squat as normal, but when you jump up and land, you bend the knees as you land. So it isn't a 3-step movement. You don't squat, jump and hold, and then squat, jump and hold. You make it fluid. So you squat, jump, land and squat at the same time. 3, 2, 1, let's go. You want to make sure that the knees are protected. So here, total body extension, hands go up, hands go down as you bend forward and keep your chest tall. Up again, back, up, back. Now when you've got the swing of that, pardon the pun, go up on your tiptoes. And then eventually it will feel natural to jump. And now you're doing a squat jump. Keep going. You have 12 seconds left. So remember the hands have to go up and down. If you're doing the squat jump, you can bring them here, up. So it's almost like you're pushing yourself off the floor with your hands. 3, 2, and time. Well done. Let's go back into the lunges. So a wee bit faster this time now, because I'm not going to do as much demonstrating. When you're ready, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now, the other thing you can do here is you can do a single lunge down and up, down and up, and then halfway you split sides. So it's almost like a split squat, but we're still working the knees. Keeping that bum squeeze at the top. You're halfway. And again, if you're able to do, or you prefer to do the rear lunge, it's fine. Just make sure that your feet stay at train tracks. So you want your feet on train tracks so that there's no crossover. Otherwise, balance is difficult to maintain. 3, 2, and 10. Let's bring it back down for our press up. Get yourself onto the floor in your position, or onto the counter or tabletop, and we'll get ready to go. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So again, you're going up and down at your own speed. Don't start too fast, you will not be able to maintain it. Down and up. Keep the core tight. Everything goes down and up at the same time. There's no dip, there's no bum in the air. It's a straight line, it's a straight movement, and everything is completely concrete. It's almost as if there's a steel rod going the whole way down your spine, keeping you all nice and strong. 10 seconds to go, guys. You can do it. Last 5, 3, 2, and you can just stretch it back. And then bring it back up on to your feet for your squat jump. Let's go straight into it. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Squat back, jump up. Find your rhythm. Slow it down. Again, if that's too difficult, all you need to do is your total body extension. Hand goes up for that, swing it back and forward. So you're putting the feet, so the hands go back behind the bum, but it's in a line here. So up and down, and then eventually you'll add in your jump. 10 seconds to go. Come on, you can do it. 3, 2, and 10. Well done. One more round. Going back into our lunge. When you're ready, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So what I was saying about the feet, if your feet are crossing over, you're going to go forward, your balance is going to go all over the place, okay? So you're going to go down in a straight line and back up. Again, not too big a step. Good, from the side again, just halfway. You're remembering that you're making that 90-degree angle with your knees. 10 seconds, guys, you can do it. Last 5. And time. Well done. Bring it back down onto the floor. For your press up, I'll give you a second to get in position. Think about what you're doing now. You're going to slow it down. Again, if you're still on the counter, keep the reps going. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we're onto our hands directly underneath our shoulders. Make that straight line. Core tight. Control down and up. You can go the whole way to the floor. Watch this. You can go the whole way to the floor, lift the hands slightly, and push up through the palm of the hands in one movement. So that might help. Others find that more difficult. But either way, you're moving up and down in one swift motion. You only have 10 seconds left. Three, 2, and 10. Bring it back up for the squat jumps once more. Are you ready? You can do this. We're nearly there. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Total body extension. Back and up. Back and up. And make sure you're bending those knees. Make sure you're getting some depth into that squat. And then eventually, do go for full squat jump. My knees are soft when I land. I am not locking them out. And I'm going straight from the jump to the squat. Jump to the squat. 15 seconds. Come on, keep going. Don't stop. You're nearly there. 3, 2, and 10. Well done. Grab a drink. Bum, bum, bum. Now, so the last round's coming up. We're going to spend the whole of the last round on the floor. You'll be glad to hear. So we're going to start off with the glute bridge, similar to what we did in the warm-up. The same thing as what we did in the warm-up. And again, I'll show you the different types you can do depending on your strength and your ability. We're going to stay down on our back after the glute bridge, and we're going to go into our crunch where we're going to work the core, and then we're going to flip over to finish off with some lovely mountain climbers. So when you're ready, the sooner we get started, the sooner you get finished. So the glute bridge, same as what we did in the warm-up. Decide before you start, are you going to do this with both feet on the floor, or are you going to try the legs up, or the foot up on top of the knee? So I'll call halfway so that you can switch legs, or you can do the first set with one leg, second set with the other, and then alternate the last, whichever suits. So when you're ready, remember, you're pushing the hands, or the pelvis goes up towards the ceiling, squeeze the bum at the top, and then roll that spine back down. This is not a fast movement, it is a controlled, safe movement, always. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we're going to have our back flat, we're going to roll the pelvis up, we're going to roll the whole spine back down. Up, squeeze the bum at the top, bring it back down. If you're on your one leg, you're going up here, extra work to push that pelvis up. You're now halfway, so if you want to switch, you can. Again, it takes a wee bit more effort to get the pelvis in line. So you don't want your belly or tummy going up towards the ceiling, you want the pelvis going up towards the ceiling. I'm going to go back to this one. We're pushing the whole way up, and we're rolling the whole way down. Last one. And back. Well done. Stay now in that position. So we're going to go straight into our crunch. You get yourself here, hands are on your knees. If you're a beginner, they might be here if you're not a beginner. Wherever they are, your head and shoulders now comes up. And when you get that head and shoulders up here, you freeze. Your entire body freezes. Now the only thing that's going to move is here. You're going to bring your rib cage towards your pelvis. So you're squeezing it in and up. You're not moving your neck. You're not moving your shoulders. Everything is frozen except your core. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Head and shoulders up. And you're going to find that your hands will move up and down your thighs without you even trying. So the hands can be here as well. And you're contracting the core. And that's what's making everything move. You're not moving your head. You're not moving your shoulders. Freeze. Everything is frozen. Now tighten the tummy and feel how it lifts your head and shoulders a little bit towards your knees. 10 seconds to go. You can do it. If that's too easy, guys, bring it here. And if you really want to go for it, legs up, reach up. 3, 2, and 10. And we're going to flip it over into mountain climber. Again, you can do this off the counter or a table, and then you can go to a lower sofa. Just make sure that whatever you're leaning on is stable, that will not move or slide. You're starting your mountain climber in your plank position, and we're staying in the plank position. So just to remind you, your hands are below your shoulders, your feet are here. Tuck that pelvis, and you're just going to bring the knee in and out, in and out, okay? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So make sure it's slow and controlled, no bums in the air, nice and low, in, out, in, out. You can speed that up if you wish. You can do a crossbody mountain climber if you really want to advance it. Just be careful that you still transfer the weight over on the transfer move, okay? You don't want to be jumping through a mountain climber. Hands are on the counter here, straight line again, and I'm bringing my knee towards my chest. Might look easy. Trust me, if you do enough reps, it's not. You've got 5 seconds to go, guys. 3, 2, and time. Well done. Flip it back onto your back. So again, we're going into our glute bridge. You can do one leg, 2 legs, or you can alternate in the middle. Ready to go? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So I'm going to go here, just with this one tonight, or today. I'm going to put my pelvis towards the ceiling, and I'm going to come back low again. And the reason I'm doing this is because I did Strong Nation last night, and I also intend to train again this evening, so I'm not going to stress or push myself too much on this movement. You always listen to your body. If you find that that's too easy, you need to squeeze your glutes more at the top and push the pelvis even further up. So once you do that, you'll feel the stretch up into the quad. 10 seconds to go. You'll feel the stretch here, and you'll be able to feel what's working as you go. And time, well done. Staying in that position, head and shoulders off the floor, and you're going to bring in your crunch. Decide which you're going to do. Are you starting off here? Stay there. Are you starting off here? Stay there. Are you starting off here? Don't change, okay? And if you want to go to the top, that's fine as well. 3, 2, 1, let's go. But you always make sure that you choose whatever version you're doing and that you stick to it. That's the only way that it's effective. Now, if you want to progress, say from here, and you want to try to go to here, go for it. And at least then, if it's too difficult, you just go straight back to where you were. And you're not stopping and starting halfway and chopping and changing. Keeping that core tight, head and shoulders up, squeeze with the core. Nothing else is moving. 10 seconds. Breathe out. 3, 2, time. Flip it straight over. We're going to the mountain climber. Not going to stop. When you're ready, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So remember, you're in your plank position. Hands are above or below the shoulders, toes in the ground, core is tight. Bring the knee in slow and extend and swap the weight. Knee in, extend and swap. Knee in, make the swap a little bit quicker each time, but you're still not jumping, you're not wobbling, there's none of this. I'm not at that, I'm here, I'm controlled, I'm keeping it all strong. You only have 10 seconds left to go, you can do it, come on. Breathe out as you breathe, as you bring the knee in. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and time. Well done. We're going to rip it back over again. This is the last round. We're nearly there. You are absolutely smashing it. And you'll feel great in about 5 minutes time. So we're going to go back to our glute bridge again. 3, 2, 1. So what I was saying at the end of the last one was that if you're doing this and it's easy and you don't really see what the point is, you're not putting your pelvis high enough. So again, listen and watch. Push up and then push up some more. So when you get to the top, you want to squeeze that bum really, really tight, and you want to feel everything, especially up into the quads here, contracting. Roll it back down. If you're doing it now with the foot on one leg or on one knee, you will find it more difficult to get the pelvis high. Again, if it's too easy, push it further up, and you'll realize very quickly what muscles are working and what should be working. So again, that takes a bit more balance. This is perfectly effective. But you want to be able to have your pelvis towards the ceiling, not your tummy. And time. Straight into our crunches. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Up. Do them slow, do them fast. Whatever you can do, as long as you are safe and stable in your movement. So the only thing that's moving here is my core. I can do whatever I want with my arms because it's not my arms that are moving. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and time. Well done. We're going to bring it back over onto our front now. We're going to finish off with our mountain climbers. Ready to go? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's finish off now strong and powerful. We're not going to stop. We're going to get to the end of this set, and then we're going to cool down and feel absolutely fan-dabby-dozy. Ready for Friday. Control is key. Keep that pelvis low. If you find yourself up here now, or if your hands are behind your shoulders here, or sorry, in front of your shoulders, you're going to hurt yourself. What's this? You can't do this. Hands above the shoulders. Bring in the knee. You're nearly there. 10 seconds. Keep that pelvis low. Squeeze everything. 3, 2, and time. We're just going to go straight from here, back into child's pose. Allow that rib cage to sit on your knees. Bum back onto the feet and push the hands forward a little bit just to stretch that out. Nice deep breaths. And let's just turn around now and we'll go onto our backs and we'll just go straight into the cool down. So So you can lie on your back, grab it out if you need it, or you can just go straight into this, lie on your back. You're going to stretch the legs out, hands above your head, and allow the body to fall down into the floor. Try not to point the toes, try to push the heels towards the wall, and try to push the hands now towards the opposite wall. So not only are you allowing the body to relax, you're actually stretching it out from top to toe. Nice deep breaths. Bring the 2 feet and knees together. Hands are going to go around the knees, and you're going to hug the knees to your chest. You can bring it in tighter if you wish. Hold it here. Hold on to one knee and extend the right leg. Now watch here, beginners, you're going to put the leg up here, heel first. If you're able to, go a little bit lower, as long as your back stays flat. And if you are able to go completely low, go for it. So whichever you're doing, you're stretching the hip here, bring the knee back in. Hold on to the other side, and again, we're going here. Even if you're going here, don't point your toe, get me the heel towards the ceiling. That will still stretch. Or you can go lower, or indeed the whole way to the floor. Just don't touch it. Well done. Bring the feet and knees together again. You're going to put the foot up onto the knee, just like we did in the glute bridge. You're going to put your hand through, and you're going to bring that hamstring back. And again, we're pushing the toes towards the ceiling here, and now we're going to change it to the heel. And that'll stretch the calf as well as the leg. If you want to deepen that stretch, you can push here too. Just be very careful here, and only do this if you know you're strong enough to do it. And switching it over. Hand comes through, leg goes up. Get yourself balanced, and then push that heel towards the ceiling. And bring it back there. I want you to go onto your side or to your front, whichever you prefer to do. You're going to put your hands out. Top leg is going here. You're bringing the heel back up to the bum, and you're allowing the pelvis again to tuck forward. So bring the pelvis now towards the camera. Bring it towards the screen. Hold it here, and you can roll over onto your other side. I'll go onto my front just to demonstrate now, the other way. And when we're here, we've got our heel into our bum, and we're pushing the pelvis down into the floor to deeply stretch that quad. Hands are going below the shoulders now again. And we're just going to glance at the wall in front of us. There is no push here. You are not springing back up. You are just pushing nice and gently until you see the wall in front of you, and you squeeze the glutes as you move. So you should feel that nice stretch in the abdomen there. Bring it back again, just child's pose. Back up to plank. Hold it there. Push the bum up into the air. Push the heels down into the floor. And then walk back up out of that. We're going to push big circles with the hands forward. Nice, big slow movements now. Change direction, go back the way. Click, 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 click. Now, hands are by your side. Can you bring your shoulders up to your ears and then roll them back and down? Really allow the muscles in the upper back to relax down into that. Let's do another 2. Last one. I want you to put your foot behind this leg and just reach up. Again, might look simple, silly even, but you'll feel that stretch down into the side. Step center, step side, reach up. Bring it back to center, push those hands forward. Really allow the shoulders to stretch here. Out to the side. Up to the ceiling. Round back. Roll down back. And well done. As I said, that was a feisty, snappy one for you today. I hope that set you up nicely for the day. I hope you enjoy your Friday, and I hope you enjoy your weekend. Emma will be here tomorrow morning with the Saturday stretch, and we will talk to you all soon. Take care.